this video, we will be making a tier list for all tuning in My Hero Ultra Rumble related to Compress. Mr. Compress, if you want to go long term. We will be making it SS to useless, and we'll have everything, even the new stuff coming out soon. Let's start. We will have this tuning Assault Deku to F. It's very unusable in my opinion. You can only use it well if you really are only going for like civilian rescues, like full team heals every second, but it's really like not viable in my opinion. I think it has a shorter cooldown as well. I don't know why that is, but I've heard that. I think I read that somewhere. Not sure. Next, Coda Finder. I personally think this is one of the best tunings overall on every character, not just on Compress. Personally, I don't like using it because I'm not going for like Coda by myself early levels as Compress. It's not going to work out. Early level fighting is terrible on Compress. I'd rather just find levels naturally, but if you have a Kurogiri on your team or someone that can get there immediately and you can get out to not even start a fight if there's people already there, that's someone you want to run for like Coda Finder. Next you have Strike Bakugo tuning, S tier. It's just like the best tuning for KOs. If you want plus ultra early or even endgame, it just gives you it. It's like 25% on kill, I think. And you can also double it up with this one. I don't know if this is 25%, but I'm pretty sure. So I'll put it like the same tier. Don't know why they even have Wall Runner on it, because you wouldn't run it for that. I'll put it an A tier, because I'm not 100% sure if they're the same number. If it's the same number, they're on the same tier, but I don't know. Yeah, that's basically the same thing. Just like a worser version with Wall Runner. That's it. This is an interesting tuning. I don't really think it affects Compress. Maybe it affects his like landing on the ground after Gamma, but you don't want to make that faster. Maybe it affects his like fastened ability to get from one place to another. Maybe it's good on Compress. Next season, if I redo this, I'll make sure that I 100% know if this affects him at all. I know it does for Endeavor. It's very good on Endeavor, but I'll keep this like C tier. It's a really good tuning if you don't know what you want to do for Rapid. I'll keep it here. Oh yeah, I'll keep it here. I don't really know what it does, and it's a good middle of the line. I know it makes you faster. You can just be faster as a character. It's decent. Even if you don't know what you're doing, it's decent. Okay. This is, in my opinion, the best tuning on Compress. It might not be the best tuning on every character in the game, but it's a game changer for everyone. It basically just allows you to go above the enemies and shoot trucks from above. It's probably really annoying to the people getting trucks thrown at them from where they don't even see maybe the clouds, the heavens are shooting trucks down, but it's so good. Probably the best if you're not counting the new tuning coming out soon. This is, yeah, I think it's useless. This has a use. It has a use if you find a use for it. This, unusable. Flames are barely even like doing damage to you, and this doesn't help you at all. It doesn't even have a worth at all. If you have someone running this, I don't trust them. This is probably better. Especially in the new Strike Toto meta. This might even be C tier, but I'll keep it at D for now. Unless things get worse with Strike Toto, there's just so many better tunings. I'll keep it at C tier. It's better than Denki's stun, because Denki's only one character and he's not even viable anymore. Strike Toto is very viable, and everyone uses him, so I'll put him in top of C tier. Wall Runner. This is an interesting one. As Compressed, you're not going to be wall running. You're not going to even be on the ground very often. Like, especially if you're running Space Hop, which most Compresses are. You're not going to be able to even be on the ground. So running Wall Runner is like... most people that run Wall Runner are like so used to it that they want to run it on every character. I'm not like that. I don't even run. I've never ran it before. So I've never had the issue where I just keep running on walls. I'll put this here. It's not as good on Compress. It's like kind of like a Speed Bakugo situation where you're not going to be on the ground fighting very often for it to be used. This is an underrated tuning on compress. This allows you to get close in range for a revive when you're not always able to. Like, floppy tuning's interesting. People don't use it just because it doesn't usually change the game. But on certain characters, it's good, especially on characters that need to revive. Like, I wouldn't say it's good on Ibarra, but it has a use there. It allows you to get out of a fight if they can't find you, and it allows you to revive easier. That's why it's decent on compressed. You can just get into the battle, grab the enemy, grab your teammate that's downed, and get out immediately with a gamma. I mean, in some lobbies, you're not going to actually be able to use it probably in ranked lobbies because they know what a invisible Froppy looks like. It's not hard to spot, but it has its niche use. I'll give it that. This, in my opinion, that is a Strike Denki. Strike Denki tuning is kind of useless. Strike Denki's not very good right now. He's really good damage-wise, but he kind of falls off the mark when someone's good and knows how to dodge his gamma. It's only good if you want to get away from that gamma, but in ranked matches, you're not going to even see Strike Denki that often. So I just keep it here. Unless you find that you die every single round to a Strike Denki, I wouldn't put it any higher. This is the middle of the line for compress, in my opinion, the Tech Denki tuning. It doesn't do much. It's just a worse version for version of Shinso's tuning. You're not gonna use it very often. It only allows you to get one hit or two hits basically. For my experience, the multiple stages of your marble hitting an opponent makes it so this tuning only allows you to get one alpha in for some reason. Like, I've used it once and I could only get one alpha in because they would hit the marble, the stun, and the truck. And he would just go back to normal. I don't know. It's not my kind of thing. If someone figures out a way to use this well, I'd maybe put it in C tier even, but I keep it at B. It's average. It's much better on a character that has a one-hit attack that's amazing. Like, Strike Kiri, not Strike Kiri, I mean, he might be good with it, but I meant Assault Kiri and Strike Deku. Strike Deku is amazing with it, and so is Kiri. This is an interesting one. I'd actually put it here, because this allows you to get a kill, finish a kill, and then get away with your gamma without having a problem of the enemies around you stopping your gamma early. I'd keep it here, because that's really good. Getting away, I'll put it above this actually. Getting away with your gamma 100% is amazing. You don't always get away with your gamma just because they stop you early. I'd keep this here. Unless someone wants to say otherwise, I think it's pretty decent. I still wouldn't use it. I think the one we're going to get into later is much better. Actually, 4 turns here. Strike Kiri tuning. I'd say it's better than Wall Runner. I still don't really know this one too much, so I'll keep it. I'm just going to put this here because I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as this. But this is better than Wall Runner in my opinion, just because it gives you an advantage in a way. It lets you escape. I don't like using it because compress can be he's very easy to stop. Once he gets on the ground and you're able to stop him with a very heavy knockdown thing, let's say, Kendo Gamma, Assault Kendo Gamma, not the Strike one. Assault Kendo Gamma cannot compress out of his gamma, even if it has hyper armor. Enough knockdown knocks him out of his movement, especially with this only 1 HP left. You're not going to be able to actually get away. Even basically a beamer character can just kill you instantly. So I don't know, it's not my kind of thing. It's much better for a character that's faster and has more hyper armor, not hyper armor, more safety, like Mirio. Just not any good rapid, any good character that's fast. Compress isn't fast enough, and he'll get instantly beamed. This is useless. No, actually, I think it has more for use than this. I don't know who anyone's using this, but this doesn't have a single use either. If your teammate's running this in endgame lobby, you might as well just leave the game in main menu. Both of these at the same time. I don't know. You're not going to be able to use these properly in a ranked gameplay to make them actually usable. Let's go on to, wait. Oh, I think this is this is Assault All Might, right? Wait, where did I just put it? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't really. I've never used this one. I know it gives you like 50% or maybe 40 or 60% plus ultra early game, and I guess that's pretty good. But it's only early, like immediately. You never use this tuning late game. Like it's not gonna give you anything. I'd say it actually like around here, like C or top of C, probably better than. I don't even think it's better than these two. Maybe better than these two. Yeah, I'll put it top of C. It allows you to get plus ultra early, but at the same time, these just give you plus ultra anytime. This is only used early game. I guess it gives you the option early game, but after you use it once, what do you really do with this? This, in my opinion, is, I don't know about better than Code of Finder. This is better than these two. These two are amazing on any character, but this is pretty good on Compress. First of all, it gives you full white HP. Don't hold me on that. I'm not 100% sure. I've only used it a few times. But it also gives you hyper armor in your Gamma even better. And it allows you people to shoot you in your Gamma. And you're able to escape still because you have the, whatever it's called. When he's shooting his Alpha, he has like, I'm not sure the name of it. But it allows you to take more hits and just escape. I've used this once or twice and I think it's very useful. And especially with a white HP, like it gives you that back. Alright, here we go. High speed replenishment. I'd say it's better than Wall Runner. Might be a hot take. But it's just like, it gives you like faster GP. It's kind of underrated now. People don't like it as much just because it got nerfed by 20%. 30% deduction on time on a shield potion is still very great. I find it used sometimes, in my opinion, just because you're able to get full team shields off quicker. I think it's decent. I'll keep it there. Better than Wall Runner in my opinion. And then Revenge Strike. I think it's on the same tier unless I test this one right here more. This is gonna be on the same tier as it, maybe even lower. Because yes, it gives you the option to, I'm actually gonna put this one up for now. It gives you the option to do more damage at the cost that you're gonna stay fighting. Most scenarios, you're not going to keep fighting after you get guard broken. Compress isn't the kind of character that keeps fighting after being guard broken unless you're in endgame. You're going to be one to exit that battle as soon as you're guard broken just because of the combos in this game. The combos in this game will kill you at white HP, maybe even GP. So you're not going to want to stay in a fight when you're guard broken unless you're in endgame. So this is kind of not used entirely. I've only used this because it's kind of better than Strike Dobby's, in my opinion, but I'll keep this here. Maybe even B tier. Yeah, I'll keep it at B tier. I'll keep it at B tier. So let's see, Embrittlement. This is kind of not used as often anymore. It's still really amazing. I'd put it actually in A tier, below Wall Runner. It allows you to get extra damage in your melee strings. Your melee strings are integral to Compress, and this just buffs it. Even if it got nerfed to 10% rather than 25% damage buff, it's still amazing. I'll keep it here. This, if someone's running this on Compress, just don't leave main menu, please. This is completely unusable. You can't even make an argument. You can make an argument in theory for this tuning if you really wanted to. I wouldn't agree with him at all. This is on a whole nother level of just like completely unusable. If someone's running this and they get a knock, I think that's how it works. And then you get more special action reload. You get your special action back immediately. I don't even think it's a second. I think it's less than a second. It's useless. Completely useless. Tech Dobby. It's up here. Yeah, it's above this. No, it's I don't know about above these guys. I'd put it like, yeah. Put it in between this because it's on the same level. It's like insane on Compress. It allows you to get your Gamma back almost instantly. It allows you to keep yourself in the air for like forever. I've seen videos of Redacted from the Discord My Hero Ultra Rumble server, the official one. It allows him to stay in the air without hitting the ground for like the entire map. You can just cross the entire map. I'd say it's like right here, maybe even better than muscle form. I'd keep this here. I'd use this. This is probably, in my opinion, the number one tech tuning on compress. Yeah, tech. Until we get the new Mirio one. This is like kind of crazy on him, in my opinion. You can disregard my opinion if you think if you'd rather use high speed or punishment. I understand. Just my opinion is the best one. Next we have this. Strike Dobby. I don't think it's very good. You can make an argument that it might be useful in unranked, but in ranked, they're gonna finish you immediately. They're gonna kill you. I've only had 1 or 2 scenarios where I've somehow survived because I got into a bush. In high ranked gameplay, people are thirsty to get kills, no matter what. I don't see this ever being used to its full potential, and I guess you can make an argument that sometimes, like, you find yourself getting to half. I just don't think it's gonna be very good. If you want to use it, just use it. Don't disregard my opinion there. I need some water real quick. Okay, the duo here. GP Sucker fell off really bad. To a point where it's not even, I don't even think it's half your shield. If you combo these two into a combo, you can get great potential. But for now, GP Sucker is almost worse than these two. I'd say it's better than this tuning. But Strike Dobby still has more niche uses than GP Sucker. HP Sucker, though, I do use it sometimes. It allows you to get full HP on kill, which is kind of insane. You can stay in battle in Storm and just keep fighting. I've had it a few times, not on kill, on knock. It's a Tech Toka tuning. It's amazing. I don't really think it's better than High Speed or Punishment or Tech Dobby's tuning. Excuse me, sorry. But it's very, very useful. It has its uses. Okay, let's go to PU Intensified. I'm willing to say that this is bottom of S tier. Of course, it's really good, but it's kind of lackluster. Just because Compress can do tons of damage, but his damage is in spurts. You're not gonna like probably use it immediately. You're gonna get in the air and then fight back. But I feel like when I go plus ultra, I use plus ultra more for an escape rather than a damage mechanic. Unless you're running like this on Strike Toto or someone that can't run away, this isn't going to be integral to your character. Compress isn't a character who will keep fighting after this is used because he can just escape. Strike Toto has to use this when he can because this will allow him to get damage immediately after. This isn't that great on Compress. I'd even say it's top of A. Maybe lower than even... No, I'd say top of A. It's very good, but... I don't know. If you combo with the new tuning coming out, if they combo, then yeah, here you go. If these two can combo, I'd be willing to say it's like right here. But for right now, I'd say it's A tier. Just because I don't have any confirmation for this tuning, and I don't know if they combo. If they combo, I'm willing to say this is like S tier. They're both S tier if they can combo. It's kind of like a GP, HP Sucker, like in their prime if they can combo together. But if they can't, they're both at A tier. This is good. But like I said, it might even be like bottom of B tier. I mean bottom of A tier, because Compress doesn't use his plus ultra as a damage mechanic too much. He uses it as a way of escaping. That's what I think. Okay, this tuning, I remember when this released, I thought it would be really good. But it only gives you like 30 seconds of the early game. I feel like as Compress, you're not going to even need this entirely because you can kind of escape most characters early game. And you're gonna wanna, unless you're going for box, yeah. If you're going for box, I'd say this top is C tier. Maybe this is better. I'd put this over here now. No, I wouldn't. Okay, I'll keep this here. This allows you to get the box early game, which is very good. But after that, it's completely useless. These are kind of on the same tier. They're only used early game this was like 2 minutes of being safe, I'd say it's very good. But for now, it's kind of mid. Unless they give it a buff. This is so good. I think it's better than Space Hop almost. This tuning is game changing. It allows you to get your guard broken and make you invincible for 7 seconds. That's just insane. That's completely getting rid of all the TODs in this entire game. If you are thinking of playing Compress for the next 2 seasons, or this season and the next after Mirror is released, please use this tuning. Make a tech tuning. This is so much better than every tech tuning in the entire game. Please tune this. Please tune an outfit for this character and save your roll tickets for Mirio, please. Yeah, this is tech. This is tech. See, Mirio tech. Critical permeation. Gain temporary invincibility if your guard breaks. The effect ends until you've guard broken. I lost it, but it was there for a moment. See, that's just so good. Yeah, okay, 40 seconds is better than I thought, but it still needs a buff. 7 seconds of invincibility after your guard's broken. On Compress, that's basically guaranteed safety. Imagine you add this to a Space Hop build with a new outfit that just came out. Let's look at it real quick. Sorry that I'm going on a tangent here, but it's kind of important for you to know this. Let's look. Mr. Compress. Hey, look at this outfit. You can, first of all, you're going to tune this right here, and then you're going to be running Space Hop. When you're running Space Hop, it will allow you to get in the air, and then this will allow you for them not to hit you until you use your Gamma. This duo is going to be so insane. You're not going to even be able to be hit. Like, they're not going to be able to stop you. You're just going to go up in the air and just use your Gamma to get away. Or even go higher to get your, just, like, fire down your trucks. This will be, like, a completely rework for all of Compress's tunings. There's nothing better than these two. I will make an argument that this is pretty good. I personally don't use my support cards at all, which is a terrible habit. But if you use your support cards, I'd say this is not better than Bakugo tuning, but it's right here. It's very good. Like, this is top of the line. If you're using support cards every single time, this is like a top 5 tuning. Yeah, that's why it's going here. I'll keep it there. Unless I start using support cards more often, then this will probably not change. Nejire Hado tuning, Spiraling Leap. I used this for a little bit, but it's kind of not good on him. It kind of falls off a little bit when you're looking at Compress's melee strings and his melee combos. You're going to want to use jump melees in his combos. This is going to completely get rid of that. It's going to not allow him to do any of his jump combos at all. The only use I see this being is if you want to just do trucks, but not Space Hop. You're going to be using a different version of just like jumping sideways. I don't see it being very good. I used it for a little bit, and it was decent. It did its job, I will say that. But I don't like it, so I'll keep it at B tier. On the same tier as all these tunings. I'll actually put these above here. And then let's look at Reinforced Revive. This, you might say this is really good on Compress. But Compress's revives, unless you're using something like this to get in close, Compress doesn't get that many revives. He's a revive support character, yes, but being able to actually get a revive in ranked, of all things, is so difficult. People are so thirsty in ranked that they will go for kills no matter what. Their chances of getting a kill, chances of reviving your teammate if you're not using like Ibara or Cementos are low. Maybe even let's say Froppy or Assault Chaka is using this tuning. Yes, they can use it well, but it's scenario, very scenario based. You're not gonna get this used every single game. That's why I think it's probably top of A tier. Top of A tier, bottom of B tier. No, top of A, bottom of S. I'll keep it at bottom of S because I know some people are using this combo they're actually able to use the revive. I understand that, and that's very good. Card duplication. Compress is expensive. You want to max gamma and alpha. Sometimes you want to max beta. You don't always use your beta, and it doesn't parry everything in the game. In the current meta, there's probably like 5 characters that are actually getting parried. Not Assault Achaka, Rapid Achaka is the main thing you're actually able to parry. I'd put this a bottom of A tier. It's good because you want everything maxed, but as Compress, you're not getting kills until you get your alpha to 7, so you're barely ever gonna get this. You're barely gonna use this very often. When I used it, it was like I got to endgame and I was using it, and I was like, I didn't have a use for it. There was no use for 4 level up cards at endgame. It's only good if they didn't give you back your levels on revive. This would be good for giving your teammates level ups, but once they got rid of that feature, it's kind of fallen off in my opinion. You can't use this, so I'm gonna put this in the back. It's not usable, so you wouldn't have a reason for even thinking about this. This is only good on Momo, and I don't think it's even that good on Momo. So it's basically useless in general. Okay. This is an underrated tuning for Compress. It's probably, it's top of B. It allows your teammates and you to see everything. I'd actually willing to say it's bottom of A, just because the new Tamaki can shoot his ability all through the walls. So if you hit someone and your teammate Tamaki sees this, or Mirio even, he can go chase him down. And you get so many melees off as Compress that this has its niche use. And I've seen some things about how this is kind of crazy with how many seconds, like I think it gives you like 40 to 50 seconds, maybe. Maybe it's shorter than that, I'm not sure. It gives you so much potential to get KOs that I think it's probably actually above Card Dupe and below Wall Runner. It's overpowered and probably needs a nerf, but I don't think it's only good on characters that need to see through walls really badly, like Tamaki and Mirio. Those are top 2 uses of it. Sisterly, after its nerf and its new nerf, I'd say it's like really bad. Yeah, I'd say it's like terrible actually. Its nerf is so bad where it's not even viable at all. You have a 10-second and maybe I think it's 7-second delay before you get to use it again, and then nerf to 30% defense rather than 50 was pretty. I mean, the 30% defense is still good. I think that's the same like amount as this. Maybe this is a little bit more, but it doesn't actually work anymore unless you're running what's her name, Mount Lady. Mount Lady can use this pretty decently, I guess. But with the new meta, this with a 7-second delay before it can activate again, like Shinso's tuning, it's completely overwhelmed. Like you can't really use this without having to wait a delay, which I think is pretty useless. This is the new Kendo tuning. Everyone thought this was gonna be insane. Everyone thought it was. I hope that's what the Mirio tuning is gonna be like, but knowing the game, I think we know this is gonna be overpowered. But let's see. Strike Kendo tuning, I'd put it bottom. I don't know. It's 5% damage. Yes, it's used on every single person, but I don't even know how long it. I'd say I'd put it up. It has its use over this, and it's probably better than this. I put it here. Yeah, I put it there. I think it's good. No, it's not good at all. It's pretty terrible, but better than Sisterly in my opinion. Just because it allows you to get 5% damage on anyone, so you can go fight anyone and just do an incredible amount of damage to anyone. But only 5%. That's like worse than base tunings in the game. So I don't think it's useful. And it has a delay in between, similar to Sisterly, where you're not able to actually use it for like 7 seconds. And in the middle of a fight, that's kind of bad. It's still, I don't see anyone using it. Right here. This tuning right here. I don't really know where you'd put this, because I've never used it on compress personally. Because when you're guard broken, I guess it's really good, but compress isn't a defense-based character unless you're trying to parry. This is much better on a character that's on the ground and needs to tank hits. Like Mount Lady, Ida, Tech Dobby maybe. I'd put this like right here. It has its niche uses, but on compress, he's not going to be running this. Yeah, these are all on the same level. I put these guys, this one at the lowest. No, I put this at the lowest and then put these above. This doesn't really uncompress. It doesn't need to be used. This Revenge Support, I think, has the lowest use on compress. Compress is a Storm Hog, and he's not going to be needing this very much. From my experience, personally. Maybe if you're running this with like a plus ultra, it's going to be really good. But it's better on characters that kind of need the HP. Compress doesn't. His HP, once it goes down, you can exit battle easily and get your GP up. I don't think it's very useful. I'd say it's probably useful more than Quasi and... No, it might be... This probably has better use than Quasi. Okay. Yeah, that's where I think that goes. Warpeel. This was bugged for a bit, and I heard people used it. I personally dislike Warpeel. Its use is kind of worthless. Think about it. You only get like 30% of the actual healing item. No, it might be lower than that. I don't think it's viable. I think it's more viable than these. Yeah, I put this like right here. It has similar use to GP Sucker, where you get GP, but it's not that like viable. Like you're gonna get heals, but at the same time, couldn't you just use a full team heal? I don't think it's like worth it. You get a portion, but if you're already like, you don't need it. In my opinion, it's kind of useless. I don't know if it's worse than these though. Yeah, I think it's worse than these. Yeah, ice has more use than this. I mean, ice is kind of useless, kind of unneeded, but it has more of a use than these in my opinion. I will be putting this here. Just because I've never actually seen it used, and on compress, I don't think it's useful. Compress can get out, especially if he's running this tuning and PU intensified, not intensified, if he's using this, whatever it's called, muscle form. If he's using muscle form, this is kind of useless because he needs to get away. He doesn't need to stun and fight. And I don't know how long this even works, and I don't know how it works. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll keep this here. I had someone tell me it was bad, so that's how I'm working on it. This will change every season when I rework it, so don't think about this too much. If you think that if I don't have words on this, and I don't have words on this, so in this, so just think about I don't know how useful it is in some tunings. Okay, this is a good tuning. I don't know about Wall Runner good. I'd say it's bottom A tier. It's really good, but it takes like you need to actually open boxes. When I'm playing compress, I don't open boxes and I don't land for box, so it's not good for me. But if you're someone running Quasi, which I don't run at all, you could get a really good use out of this. And if you're getting box in endgame, it's really good. I'd even put it above. Yeah, put it bottom A. I can't find myself putting it above any of these at all. High speed probably has to go down 1, maybe 2. Yeah, down 2. The box just isn't that good. I mean, the box is amazing, but this tuning on compress isn't viable. He's not gonna need the box. I mean, he needs the box early game, but I can't reason going above any of these. It's very good, but yeah, I put it above that. Yeah, I'll keep it there. I can't think of anything. This is a top tier. I put an SS. A top tier tuning on compress. It's just like, it allows you to, it's any beamer, any character that doesn't have knockdown, it's amazing on. It allows you to not stun them, but stop them and slow all their movement, all their abilities down and confuse them. allowing you to destroy them with alphas, but in the return, you can't do melee combos. It's not something I run personally just because I love my melee string combos, but if you don't do your melee string combos, I'd say this is a top tier tuning on him. Maybe even higher than Space Hop, but I don't like it. I don't like it personally. If you run this with Embrittlement, it's an insane duo. What before Embrittlement was nerfed, it was by far the best. It was called the one punch combo. I remember seeing a YouTube video on it. It could annihilate an enemy without them even being able to fight back because they're confused and embrittled. 25% damage and confused. Alright, we're on our last tuning, so we don't count compressed magic. Fixer. It's a tuning. Not viable in compressed personally, because he has no amazing tunings for it. He has one good tuning for it, and it's a SR costume, a 2-star if you call it that in this game. It doesn't have its use as much as some characters like Aizawa, or here's another character that uses it well. Maybe, I think it's All Might. Those characters can use it well, but compressed only has one decent fit, and the one fit that's better fits that use just regular tunings rather than that do more damage than the one fixer fit. So I'd put it like for compressed. This isn't an overall tier list. This is a compressed tier list. I'd put it at, yeah, it's right here. Compressed just doesn't have its, nah, yeah, put it right here. Compressed doesn't use it well. That's, I mean, Revenge Support's better. Yeah, that's where it goes. It's not better than any of these on compress. And I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. If you disagree in anything I said here, please tell me. I don't really know what's different. If you want specific builds, I'll make something on that in a later video. For now, this is what I think is the best tuning on compress.